Between 2008 and 10, we'd done a big restoration of the historic house. Once that was complete, we were still in a position where every bit of activity, from evening events to catering, everything took place within that confined, precious environment. And these were the things that, on a daily basis, we were aware were compromising everyone's enjoyment and experience of the site.
And that really resulted in a really clear brief and a set of objectives for the project, which was really about providing proper visitor facilities, providing space for collection care, a new drawings gallery for Leighton's collection. We were also able to resurface the building, so make it work much more efficiently, much more economically. But perhaps the kind of key move was tackling this issue of accessibility and inclusivity and providing step-free access to the museum for the first time in its history. So part of our brief was to take away the sort of poorly performing 1950s elements, and that has enabled us to provide this space, which is a new recovered space, the De Morgan Cafe. We were able to restore the brickwork, we were able to reveal these cast iron columns and provide a space that works with the new reception, the welcome, as part of a new visitor suite of spaces that are very clearly about orientation, wayfinding, and providing that connection to the garden.
In the reception, there was an opportunity to do something really quite bold and confident with colour that immediately wakens up visitors to sort of a different experience that is suggestive of what's to come. And of course, colour is so important to an artist. The idea of colour is a great thing to kind of wake the visitor up to as they come to experience the house and Leighton's work. The most sensitive part of the project was always going to be the new staircase rotunda, the only visible bit of new architecture above ground. So that seemed to us a great opportunity to take what was already a really interesting space and enhance that with a commissioned piece of contemporary art. And Shahzad Ghaffari came up with the concept that immediately seemed to respond to our aspirations and hopes for that, and it's really worked out tremendously well in enhancing the experience of the visitor as they discover that artwork as they climb and come down the stairs. It's almost exactly a year since we reopened, and from your point of view, what do you see as the successes of the project?
Overall, I think there's a sort of greater coherency to the way that the museum and the house sort of work together. The kind of main goal of these types of projects is accessibility, and that has both a kind of physical aspect and also an intellectual aspect. So
yeah, I mean, and we've just really had such a positive year, culminating in being shortlisted for the Museum of the Year award, and it's just so great to sort of see the way these new spaces are being enjoyed and used. The free part of the museum, including the cafe space, which has really become established with this view out onto the garden, and then the learning centre means that we're able to deliver so much more effectively, and it's really a sense that the museum has changed very fundamentally, and how it's perceived and its profile is now very different to the point where we started.
What the project has enabled to do is new audiences to be brought through and to experience the spaces of the house, which, you know, it was always that hidden gem, which is now a national treasure.